What's up? What's happening? Hi everyone, my name is Karan.soni and I'm the founder of Aesthetic Diets. I'm a sports nutritionist, professional golfer, and living with multiple sclerosis. All right, let's talk about a couple of things today. Let me dwell into a topic which I'm sure it's going to probably come back because it has been a very, very hot topic over the last 4 or 5 years. And we're going to discuss it, we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to tell you why I did not succeed with it and why it did not work for me. This is obviously in association and obviously with the topic with being ketogenic, all right? So obviously in being in a ketogenic diet, it's about 60 to 70% of your calories which are coming from fat, about 10 to 15% maybe coming from protein, and maybe a little bit saved over for some carbs. Now, for multiple sclerosis or any autoimmune, it has been told that a ketogenic diet is very efficient, it's very effective, and helps with inflammation. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I tried it for about a month, and I really tried to do it very religiously. I was very rigid, and it just didn't happen. I mean, my body was not able to convert that fat into energy. I was feeling very, very sluggish. I was feeling very moody. I was feeling very tired. My mind was really not all that sharp, so I did not get that entire of the aha moment of being in ketosis, right? And apart from like body composition, I got to be honest with you, sure, I managed to lose some water weight, but the effects for me, I mean, it started disrupting obviously my hormones. It started disrupting my sleep, and I didn't enjoy that, so I didn't follow it. And I did it for about like a month, and I did it properly. I mean, I really was focused on 70% of my calories coming from fat. I only used about 10% coming from protein. And I used very minimum amount of carbs, and predominantly it was like several sort of vegetables and everything that maybe I would have a few off, but that was it. So I didn't really see an aha moment. Now I know that a lot of people are thinking that, keto is the way to go. I mean, that's like the fastest way to lose weight. Yes and no. So what will happen is obviously you will lose a lot of water, and that's going to happen because you're going to deplete your glycogen reserve, which is where your body obviously holds a lot of its carbohydrate, right? I get it, I understand it. And if you are very efficient with using fat for energy, full power to you. Great, amazing. I know more people that do not do well with it, and I can tell you that doing it for too long is really going to disrupt your hormones. It's really going to disrupt some sort of a thyroid. Oh yeah, so by the way, after I did this for like a month, right? So I went to the doctor, and I get generally like routine sort of lab work done. And he wasn't really happy with the lab work that we did, and I got. And obviously my bad cholesterol was high. And there was a very, very large different fluctuations, in my blood marker readings as well. My white blood cells, my red blood cells, my inflammation obviously was not getting worse, but it was not getting any better. And like I said, my biggest problem was lack of sleep, lack of energy. And because I am, athletic, I do obviously spend about 4 to 5 hours, maybe 6 hours on a golf course every day. I am in a gym predominantly about 6 days a week. So I need something to always keep me going. So what I decided to do, and this actually helps with a lot of my body composition clients as well, and I do this personally myself, is I do a lot of carbohydrate cycling or, carb manipulation on days that I obviously train. So on days that I know that I'm going to be training heavy, let's just say it's a big muscle group, okay, right? It could be like legs, it could be back, maybe sometimes chest, maybe sometimes obviously shoulders. I would pick about 3 days of the week where my carbs would be a little bit higher. So I would switch the type of carbs that I'm having. So let's just say I'm probably going to have maybe about 800 or 900 grams of potatoes at nighttime predominantly, or after my workout, as my carbohydrate source. That would get me about 200 some grams of carbs, okay, maybe a little bit more. On my moderate days, right, which are not too high intense, but they are still, they are still there, and that could be things like my shoulders, that could obviously be like my bis and tris, which aren't heavy, but they're heavy enough. I mean, I'm obviously still exerting myself. I would pick a lower carb, so I would do something like prominently oats. And so, 48 to 50 grams of oats is really nothing. I mean, it's negligible when it comes to carbs. So I would probably have 2 servings of it. That would probably get me close to about, I want to say, let's just say 70 to 80, maybe less than 100 grams of carbs. So I would do that, okay? On the days which I know that it's very, very light, to basically I'm just sort of walking and just getting some fresh air or maybe doing some yoga, I would then deplete my carbs a little bit more. So I would predominantly use something like strawberries at nighttime, or obviously after my training, what I've done. And I would probably have about 300 grams of strawberries, which again, they're a low glycemic index carb. They do work. Yes, it's fructose and glucose, brilliant, amazing, but they're not that intense, okay? So the GI obviously is very, very sensible. It's a lower glycemic and it just makes sense. So that would probably get me maybe about 50 to 40 grams of carbs. Amazing. So that's what I do. And that's what a lot of my clients who are looking at body composition, we will always try to manipulate their carbohydrate on days that they train and the days that they don't train. And obviously their body composition changes. They feel good. They always have energy and they don't have just these massive fluctuations, you know? And we don't want that. You know, we want our body to be stable, and obviously we want it to, you know, to create some sort of an environment in which it is also constantly changing. And that's a good thing. So like I told you guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you a little bit of an understanding. And like I said, I have nothing against people who do it. It just understand the purpose about why you're doing it, how long are you doing it. Is it something that you can do it for a week, 2 weeks, a month? Is it something that you can see yourself sustaining for the next 5 years? Again, it's person to person, and a lot of it, I will sort of help you and guide you on how you can try this for yourself in a very, very practical, healthy sort of manner. So I hope this was helpful. Again, like my video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Instagram, and yeah, follow me. See me on Facebook, see me on Instagram, and I will have a lot more different videos to talk to you guys. Have a beautiful day. Be kind to each other. Be blessed. Be happy. Love each other. And I will see you soon. Bye.